Maybe you've told yourself you can't grow tomatoes because you haven't the room. No garden, no beds, just a small balcony or a sunny wall and a patch of concrete. So you buy your tomatoes at the store, pale and flavorless, and you figure fresh homegrown ones just aren't for folks like you. I want you to stop and think about this for a second, because here's the truth of it. You don't need a garden to grow a tomato. You need sunlight and a soda bottle. That's all. There's a whole world of growing room over your head that most folks never use. Up walls, off railings, hanging in the air. And a plant hung up there needs no bed, no stake, no cage, and takes up not 1 inch of ground. An empty 2-liter bottle you were about to throw away, a bit of string, and a handful of soil, and you can hang a tomato plant right off your sunny wall and pick fresh, warm, real tomatoes off it all summer long. The kind that actually taste of something, that no store ever sells you. Let me tell you who I am. My name is Jacob Miller. I'm an Amish farmer out in the Holmes County settlement here in Ohio, and my wife is Rebecca. And I'll be honest with you straight off, the way I always am. Hanging a plant in a plastic bottle is a newer, thrifty little trick, and I'll not pretend it came off my grandfather's workbench. But the spirit of it is our way through and through. Using what you'd have thrown out, growing food in the smallest of spaces, and spending near nothing to do it. Let me show you how. Before we get into it, if you like learning the old ways of doing things, do 2 small things for me. Tap that like button down there. It helps this little channel more than you'd ever guess. And subscribe so you can keep learning right alongside Rebecca and me. That's all I'll ask. Now, let's hang some tomatoes. Here's everything you'll need and everything I'll show you in order. First, preparing the bottle, then hanging it, then the drainage, then wrapping the seedling, then the part that makes the whole thing work, sliding the plant in the right way, and it's the most important of all. Then the soil, and last, hanging it in the sun and watering it. Number 1, prepare the bottle. Take a 2-liter soda bottle. The bigger, the better, for more soil means a happier plant. With a sharp knife, cut the base off, about 1 inch up from the bottom, so you've got the bottle open at the wide end and just its small mouth at the other. The plant will hang out the mouth at the bottom, and you'll fill it with soil through the open top. That's the whole vessel, a thing you were about to throw in the recycling, made into a home for a tomato plant. And make a few of them while you're at it, for once you've cut one, you'll want a row of them hanging along your wall. Number 2, make the hanger. Near the cut end, poke 2 holes straight across from each other, exactly opposite. Thread a length of twine or strong string through them and tie a good knot on each side so it hangs even. That's your hanger. Simple as that. Make sure it'll hang straight down and not tip to one side, or your plant grows crooked and the water runs off wrong. Number 3, poke your drainage holes. Now poke a few more small holes in the bottle for drainage and air. This matters more than it looks. Without them, water pools in the bottom and the roots sit in a swamp and rot. A few small holes let the extra water run out and let the roots breathe. Don't skip it. It's the difference between a healthy plant and one that yellows and dies with its feet in standing water, and it takes you 10 seconds to do. Number 4, wrap the seedling. Take a tomato seedling. And here's a happy thing. A long, leggy seedling, the tall, stretched-out kind you'd think was too far gone, is perfect for this. Pull off its bottom leaf to clear the lower stem. Then take a piece of cloth, cut a hole in the center with a slit to the side, and wrap it snug around the base of the plant, covering the root ball. That cloth cradles the root ball and holds the soil in around it so nothing washes or falls out the bottom when the plant's hanging mouth down. It's a small step, but skip it and half your soil will trickle out the first time you water. And that leggy stem, by the way, the long bare part you cleared of leaves, will sprout roots of its own all along it once it's down in the soil, which only makes the plant stronger. A stretched out seedling that would have been a poor thing planted upright is a gift to a hanging bottle. Number 5, slide the plant in the right way. And this is the most important of all. Feed the tomato plant up through the small mouth of the bottle from the outside in, gently, and pull off any big leaves first so it slips through with the least damage. Now here's the whole secret, so hear it well. Push the plant up until the root ball sits as close to the top of the bottle as you can get it. Not down near the mouth, up high near the open end. Here's why that matters so much. With the root ball up top, the roots have the entire length of the bottle to grow down into, full of soil, a deep, generous run of root, which is exactly what makes a strong, heavy-bearing tomato. Put the root ball down low, and the roots have nowhere to go. Up high, and you've given it room to thrive. That one choice makes the whole planter work. Number 6, fill with soil. For the mix, use garden soil and compost in equal parts, half and half. The compost is the living, feeding heart of it, the part with all the goodness and all the little life in it. So don't leave it out, and use your own if you've a heap going, made from the very scraps you'd otherwise bin. With the root ball held up near the top, fill the rest of the bottle with your soil mix, firming it gently around the roots so the plant sits secure. And leave a gap of an inch or two between the soil and the rim, so there's room to water without it all running straight over the edge. Number 7. Hang it in the sun and water it well. Give it a good thorough watering right after planting to settle the soil in around the roots. Then, hang it up. And here's the one rule you can't bend. It must get direct sun. 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight a day is the least it'll take to grow well. A tomato is a sun lover through and through. So pick your brightest wall or railing. Hang it where it hangs straight and true. Keep it watered as the soil dries. And up here in the air, hanging in the sun, it'll dry faster than a plant in the ground. So check it often in the heat of summer and don't let it go bone dry. Water it faithfully, give it its sun, and let the plant do the rest. Now here's where it all comes together. Cut the base off a 2-liter bottle. Poke 2 holes and hang it on twine, straight and even. Add a few drainage holes so the roots don't drown. Wrap your leggy seedling's root ball in a bit of cloth and feed it up through the mouth. Root ball high near the top so the roots get the whole bottle to grow into. Fill with half soil, half compost, leaving a watering gap at the rim. Water it well and hang it in 4 to 6 hours of direct sun. That's the whole of it. And here's what that gives you. A tomato plant hanging off your wall, bearing fresh, ripe, sun-warmed fruit through the whole summer, taking up not 1 inch of ground, grown from an empty bottle that cost you nothing and was headed for the bin. No bed to dig, no stake to drive, no cage to buy. The plant just hangs and grows and gives. If you've a sunny wall and a soda bottle, you can grow tomatoes. And if you've room for 3 or 4 bottles, you've room for a proper little harvest. It's as simple as that. Now let me tell you why this suits our way so well, newer trick though it is. There's no money in it, and that's just how we like it. You buy nothing. The bottle was trash, the string you had, the compost you can make from your own scraps. The whole world sells you pots and planters and towers of plastic, when a thing you were about to throw away does the same job for free. That's the old thrift, exactly. Waste nothing, and let a small clever idea do the work of a bought one. So let me be straight with you about the title, the way I always am. Is this an old Amish way? No. I told you at the start, it's a newer thrifty trick, and I'll not dress it up. But it's honest to the spirit of how we do things. Sunlight, a cast-off bottle, a bit of soil, and food grown in a space you didn't think you had. And the easy part is plain true. There's almost nothing to it. So here's what I'd have you do this week. Save 1 2-liter bottle from the recycling and get yourself 1 leggy tomato seedling. Make your planter. It'll take you 10 minutes, and hang it on your sunniest wall. That's your week. 1 bottle, 1 plant, and by summer's end, you'll be picking tomatoes off a wall that grew nothing before. And bring the little ones in on it. Let them thread the twine and slide the plant through and hang it up where they can watch it. There's a fine wonder for a child in a plant that grows sideways off a wall, hanging in the air with tomatoes dangling down where they can reach them. And they'll check it every day to see what's ripened. And what they'll learn, under all of it, is the best lesson there is, that you don't need much at all to grow your own food, only a bit of sun, a little cleverness, and the willingness to use what others throw away. That's a lesson that'll feed them their whole lives long. Now I'd love to hear from you. Tell me down in the comments, do you grow anything vertical, up a wall or off a railing, where you'd no room on the ground? Share it down there with the rest of us. Those thrifty ways slip away when nobody passes them on, and I read every one. Make one, hang it in the sun, teach the little ones and grow more than you need, so you can share the harvest with the people you love.